So some of you are thinking about, should I get started on YouTube, or what's the point of YouTube, and video marketing in general. This video is for you. Whether you're a business or a brand or a person and you're trying to figure out what you want to do or talk about, maybe you know what you want to talk about, you need to understand why YouTube is important and why you want to be on some type of video marketing platform, especially YouTube. Everyone is evolving. All these platforms are coming out with their own features, but let's be real. Who owns YouTube? I've said this a million times. Google. Where do you go to search? Google. What happens when you search and a movie pops up? It's usually the first thing that you click on because it grabs your attention. People get the message faster in videos, and it puts a face with the person if you put your face on camera. Stop being scared of the camera. Let's just think about it. If you're sitting there talking to someone, you don't feel nervous in front of them, so why do you feel nervous talking to the camera? If you were to go in for a job interview, aren't you going to talk to them face to face or maybe over the phone before you get there? The whole point is to get more comfortable in front of the camera, to really put yourself out there. And if you wonder how some of these YouTubers are really doing it and getting all these subscribers, you need to remember that the whole point of YouTube is not to have tons of subscribers. It is more about getting a lot more watch time on your videos and retention, like them actually watching the video. So you're trying to get as many views as you can, and the more signals are obviously better. If people are sharing it and liking it and commenting on it, that's all really important. But if they're not actually watching it, then that kind of defeats the purpose, and you have to think YouTube wants you to stay on the platform. So there's all these things that you can do to make your video rank, but all in all, when people stumble across you, you have to make sure that you're put together and they know, 1, who you are, 2, what you do, and 3, what you can do for them. Let's be real, that's what people want. They want to know, how can you benefit them? How can they, watching your channel, either bring some type of positive financial, emotional, entertainment, some type of value to their life. They're coming to YouTube searching for either a solution to a problem or an answer to a question, and what happens is they find you. If you answer their question, give them all the steps that they need, as well as the next step in the process, which could be a checklist, a download, a webinar. For me, I've pitched my book. There's all kinds of things, but you have to get them engaged. And I say get them engaged like throughout the process. So imagine if somebody from one of these big corporations stumbles across your video and they say, well, we'd really like for somebody to come in and talk to everybody about social media. So sometimes they may not have access to or be able to afford some of these really big names that they see online or YouTube or brands. Now, what they might do is find somebody else that's similar or someone else that they come across and say, wow, I really like this person and they really deliver the message the way that I like, and they might go for that person. So I can tell you that I've worked with some really big names. They charge a lot of money for their services and just what they're willing to give you, and not to say that it's not valuable, because I love some of these people and they do give a lot of value to their brand. But when people are starting out on these channels, you don't know where they're coming from. You don't know how anyone's finding you. So the good thing about having Google as a search engine and owning YouTube is that they're going to constantly be trying to drive traffic to YouTube, and they want you to keep people on YouTube. But you do have the ability to kind of draw people away with your calls to action and your content. So it's all a big sales funnel. Just think about it. They're coming to YouTube. It's a social platform. And think about YouTube more as if you were going to a job interview and you're putting yourself out there every day saying, hey, I'm showing up. I am the best at fly fishing. I am the best at making YouTube videos, teaching people all about their YouTube channel and how to make it really on point. I bake cakes and cook recipes, and that's all I do. it depends what you do on YouTube, but keep in mind, people are going to be either searching for a recipe or wanting an answer to how do I get more views on YouTube. It just depends what they're looking for, but they're going to find you. You're going to show up with an answer and they're going to be like, wow, I really like this chick, or maybe I don't. Then they're going to decide whether they want to take the next steps, which is what you have to give them. You have to say, hey, join my email list, buy my book. The whole point is to get them off of the platform and onto your email list and keep them coming back every week to see what new stuff you're putting out. With your email list, you're able to pitch to them and talk to them one-on-one because let's be real, what's the one thing that everybody does? Every day they check their email, whether it's for their social handles or whatever it is. Usually everybody checks their email more than once a day, like all day. If you're able to put yourself out there, think of YouTube like a job interview. You don't know who's watching, so it could be anybody. It could be a big corporation, it could be a small person, but every small step leads to a bigger step, and if you can get exposed to these smaller audience, maybe you like to speak, maybe like me, you have a book that you want to start promoting. You have to figure out what you're wanting to use your video marketing for and put yourself in that position. The easiest way for me to kind of explain it is think about the end product. What are you wanting people to get from your channel? Are you wanting them to buy your services from you? Are you wanting them to hire you for speaking gigs? What is it? Is it a course that you're selling? What is it that you're selling? And back into the problem. So if you already know what you're selling, then you want to make your content around whatever it is, a piece of the puzzle to get them to the sell. So if you're selling a course about, say, baking cookies, then maybe you tell them all the steps that they need to bake the cookies in the video and tell them, why they need these steps. But then at the end of the video, you can say, hey, now you know how to bake cookies and you have all the steps that you need. But if you want my top 5 cookie recipes or you want all the ingredients that go into it, then download my cheat sheet below and I'm giving you everything you need to get started and have this recipe done within an hour or whatever. So you're leading them off of the channel. But again, you want to keep showing up, giving them, those are the people that win, is the people that keep showing up. So if you say like, oh, my YouTube channel is just not doing what I want, I'm not getting the feedback that I want or the growth that I want. First off, you need to remember that it takes time. And second, are you doing everything that you need to be doing to make your video rank? Are you sharing it? Are you commenting on other people? Are you treating the YouTube platform like a social media platform? Because essentially that's what it is. It's a platform that people put their content out there, and depending on how it ranks, different people see it, people that subscribe, they find you, they move on to whatever the next step is. I have YouTubers that I follow and I've invested in them. Like, there are probably like 3 people that I watch constantly every single day or at least once a week, and I always know when they publish and when I want to go see them, which is something that I strive for on my channel, which is why I started doing this vlogging every day, to help you learn what I've learned. And honestly, the only way that I can teach you is by just teaching you every day the little things, the nuggets of knowledge that I'm learning along the process and within my business. So not only do I have my own YouTube channel, I have several businesses that we work and do YouTube channels through them, video marketing and different stuff, but it's all came from me being on YouTube. People reach out to me and they say, hey, I really love this video that you made and I was wondering if we could work together. And they work with me in different facets. They may work with me for coaching. They may call me in to speak at their organization. It just depends. So I'm telling you, the people that are going to win are the ones that are showing up. And the only way to get better at what you do is to start showing up more often. So if it means posting 2 videos a week, 3 videos a week, for me, someone asked me, like, do you not know about the scheduling tab on YouTube? Yeah, I do. There's an option to schedule. But the whole point of me vlogging every day is to teach you about my life and things that I go through or something that you can learn from. So if I pre-schedule it, then I'm not actually like recording and vlogging every day. I pre-recorded it. Duh. So no, I'm not using that function for what I'm doing right now because there's a purpose for it. But as I continue to do these videos and get them going more often, the whole reason that I'm doing is because I want to get better at what I'm doing. So if you want to get better at what you're doing, if it's YouTube, which is why you're watching this video, then you have to do the things that are going to make you better at it, which is 1, showing up is the first part. 2, you will just start to get better as you show up. You're going to get better at editing. Maybe you'll find out what you're not good at and what you need to outsource. But over time, your channel will grow, and the more your channel grows and the more videos you put out means that you're going to have more watch time. People are going to watch the first video, the second video, the third video, and they're going to start learning from you. So the more content that you have out there, the more watch time, retention time, and views you're going to get. I hope that that clarifies the whole point of being on YouTube. It's a search platform, it's a social platform, and it's a place that most people, big and small, go to find answers to their questions and solutions to their problems. So if you're not there and you're not showing up with an answer, they're getting it from someone else. So you might as well start showing up. It's just like being in a job interview. The only difference is by the time they get to you, you're already hired. So why wouldn't you be on the platform? It's like your resume. Think of YouTube like your resume. I am Brandi of blogginbrandi.com, where you can find tons of free resources to help you brand your business and to make sure that you have your YouTube channel on point. I have put a checklist in the description below to help you go through all of these steps and make sure if someone actually falls on your YouTube channel, they want to stay and watch your content. There's some of you that I've checked your YouTube channels, and when I go to them, I'm like, what does this person do? I don't see any videos. So you might want to know that if you don't arrange certain things on your channel, it doesn't even look like a YouTube channel. So go to your channel and look at it, get the checklist in the description below, and subscribe for good vibes. I want to hear your comments. Share this video if you think it was important and that someone else can learn from it, because sharing is caring. I will see you, as always, in the next video tomorrow, and I am super excited to keep this journey going. I hope you're enjoying these vlogs. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying these vlogs. So I'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for watching. This is Brandi of blogginbrandi.com.